part, I will explain on the operation of Jeram sanitary landfills. First, the solid waste is brought into the landfill for disposal and unloaded into waste reception area. The incoming waste may be screened to remove any hazardous or prohibited items, and it may be separated into different waste streams for recycling or composting. Next, the waste are moved to waste tipping area. The waste tipping area is where the incoming waste is deposited for disposal. The waste tipping area is typically located near the waste reception area, and it is designed to maximize the compactness of the waste. Next, the waste are placed or deposited into the waste cells or sections of the landfills. The waste is placed in a manner that maximizes compactness and minimize the spread of odors and vectors. The waste are compacted to reduce its volume and increase its density. This is done using heavy equipment such as bulldozers and compactors to make the waste as compact as possible. The waste are covered daily with a layer of soil or other material each day. The daily cover helps to reduce odors and prevent the attraction of vectors. It also helps to control the spread of any leachate or gas that may be produced. Soil cover is done on daily basis, and the type of soil used is red clay. The soil cover thickness are around 150 to 500 mm. On the other hand, temporary cover using a layer of high-density polyethylene (HDPE) is also being used in Jeram sanitary landfill. 0.5 mm HDPE is used to cover 50,000 to 30,000 meters square of the landfills. It is also used to control the surface runoff and run-on, leachate generation, odor problem, uncontrolled gas migration, lateral leachate, and etc. The cover landfill will be monitored for several years to ensure that it is stable and that there are no environmental impacts. Landfill gas and leachate treatment involve the collection and treatment of any gas or liquid that is produced as a result of the waste decomposition process. The landfill gas is typically collected using a system of wells and piping, while the leachate is collected using the system of pipes and collected in a storage tank for treatment. Both the gas and the leachate are typically treated to remove any harmful substance and to prevent any environmental impacts. This will be explained more by my friends ZULHILMI and Fawwaz.
HASHIMI for the explanation of the landfill. Okay, next we go to the leachate treatment process. In Jeram sanitary landfill, they use three processes for leachate treatment, which is biological process, physical and chemical process, and lastly the polishing process. For the biological process, they use bacteria to treat the water first in pot before undergo the physical and chemical process. For the physical process, they want to remove the color, pH, temperature, smell, and suspended solid. While in chemical process, the chemical used is polyacrylamide as the flocculant and ferric sulfate as the coagulant to remove heavy metal, stabilize the oxygen demand and the nitrogen content. Lastly, the polishing process, which is they use the activated carbon to filter the water. So this is the example of the water before and the after. So this is the process flow of the leachate treatment at the Jeram sanitary landfill. And this is the overview for the leachate treatment plant at this Jeram sanitary landfill. Lastly, for the final discharge of the leachate, the chemical oxygen demand, biochemical oxygen demand, and ammonium content were analyzed first before it will release to the river. The parameter of water must follow the Department of Environment regulations.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi. Thank you to HASHIMI and ZULHILMI. In this last part of this video, I will explain about gas power plant. Apart from leachate, there are also gas produced from the landfill. After the landfill has been closed, gas wells and piping system will be installed to collect the gases that have been produced. The gas will be transported to separation facility to obtain nearly pure methane. The methane gas will then be transported to the power plant to generate energy, and the energy generated will be transferred to transformer to increase the voltage, and lastly will be sold to TNB. The energy produced from worldwide power plants can generate 6 megawatt of electricity that can be used to power more than 6,000 houses per day. Worldwide also planning to open 4 more waste-to-energy plants that can produce a total of 104 megawatt of electricity, and 2 of the waste-to-energy facilities are at Jeram. That's all from us. Thank you.